Hello everybody, today we're back and we're going to learn the purl stitch. Now this is what you would call a stockinette stitch, which is combining the knit stitch and what is called a purl stitch. So with these two stitches you achieve the stockinette stitch, which is this is your right side and this is your wrong side, so when you're knitting sweaters. So in conjunction with both of them, so on the stockinette stitch side, what you would do is you would knit that row. So that's what we're going to do, is we're just going to knit this row. I've got this on 15 stitches. So like I said, you go under and through, under and through, under and through. So we'll just do a bit of this just to get you back into knitting. I hope for everybody the knit stitch has worked out fine and that my videos are making some sense here. Okay, now to get started with the purl stitch. So we'll turn our knitting around. So the way we do the purl stitch is we put our yarn in front of the stitch and we go through the top loop of the stitch. Open it up, you got to wrap your yarn around and then push it through. Now this is a very frustrating stitch. I remember learning this one and it was the hardest stitch to learn out of all of them. So once again, yarn in front, through the top of the loop, wrap the yarn through and with your thumb push it through. So once again, yarn in front, going into the top of your stitch, you're opening it up, wrap your yarn and through you go. So top, wrap, through. Top, I should say open, wrap, and through. So we're going to do this for the rest of the 15 stitches. And I hope you can see quite well on the camera here what I'm doing. So once again, wrap it around through the stitch. And this is what's going to give you your purl stitch. So open that stitch up, wrap, and push through. And once again, this is Continental method, also known as the German way of knitting. Okay, so there's that row of purl stitches. Now what we're going to do is we're going to knit a row. And I think all of you must be comfortable with knitting as of right now, or I should say doing the knit stitch. I'm trying to hold this that you can see how I'm doing this, but the knitting tends to get a little bit in the way. You'll have to excuse me, I'm battling a cold right now, so if I sound a little congested, that's why. Okay, so once again, yarn in front, open that stitch, wrap, push through. Yarn in front, go through the top, wrap, and through. Front, through the top, wrap, and push it through. So once again, we're doing the purl stitches now. In the next video, I think you'll be ready for yarn overs and knitting stitches together. And if you get that, then we can go together and we can knit a dishcloth. And then you'll have some nice presents for Christmas. So I hope this makes sense. I wish happy knitting to everybody, and please, if you have any questions or comments, please post them on my blog. So till next time, happy knitting!